The tripod exercise we use to help decompress the spine as well as aid in some of the muscular activation that's used in uprighting or verticalization. So to demonstrate this exercise and set it up properly at home, what you want to do is once you get on the floor, you can go in a tall kneeling position here, bring one foot forward where the heel is in line with your knee. So we're not coming out too far forward, making sure that the foot is by the knee. In this case, my left foot is nice and relaxed, that I'm not up on the toes, but the foot is relaxed. Here I'm going to place both my hands inside of my right foot. So if I face the camera, it's going to look like this. So I'm not split here, both palms here, and I have my middle fingers parallel to one another with them right underneath my shoulder blades. Back here, so proper setup. What I'm going to initiate is a push of my heel downward. So I'm pushing into the table, or if you're doing this on the floor, of course, push into the floor. What you should notice on the front side of your ankle is a tendon that pushes outward. That's the tendon for our tibialis anterior muscle. This large muscle on the front of our shin. We want that activated, so we want to create a push down into the table or the floor. Once you've established that, I'm going to take my palms and push down into the table as well, and my mid back, basically between my shoulder blades, I'm going to create an arch. So I want to feel like somebody is drawing my spine towards the ceiling. Now what we're creating here is some pretty strong distal pull of our musculature from our shoulders and our leg and hip to help kind of decompress our spine, so we get an elongation effect of the spine. And also what you should feel like while you're in this position, and if you're here long enough, is that if you were to basically come back into a half kneeling position here, that's how you want to feel from an anticipated movement standpoint. That's where, as I mentioned earlier, it can train that verticalization component. So that would be the tripod. Big things we want to focus on there with the foot. Make sure where we have proper loading of the foot through all 3 points of contact. And those 3 points of contact would be here, ball of the foot under the big toe, ball of the foot under the little toe, and the heel. That helps to draw tension through all 3 arches of the foot. If you want to envision that as that foot is pressing down into the, in my case, the table, if you're pressing to the floor, that if you had a penny under each one of those points as I outlined, all 3 of those points, that penny isn't going anywhere. It's firmly trapped underneath those 3 points. That'll help draw more tension through all 3 arches, create a more stable foot and ankle. Will probably definitely help you with getting that tibialis muscle activated and feed into the rest of the pattern. That'll help with the glute and the spinal elongation that you'll be able to achieve with this, especially as you press your hands into the floor as well.